Hi, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm great. You know, I've always had such an admiration for people who can play serious poker, because I've played so many times with my friends. I've lost so many times. I don't have the guts for it. What kind of got you interested in poker? What made you want someone who wanted to play at this sort of level?
I suppose it was my dad, really. He was playing a lot with his friends. They'd, have a little poker night every month. And then over the years, then they started going into the Fitzwilliam in town, playing in more of a poker club. And then I just, started playing like some of the smaller games and starting from there, really.
So how different is it then from playing with matchsticks or, copper coins than playing with the big guns?
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference, really. Like there's books now you can read and websites you can go on, and like to give yourself that edge, you really have to, there's a strategy to the game, and the best you can play really gives you the better chance of winning on a regular basis.
People who play around a table probably think it's not that complicated, but professional poker can be extremely complicated, can't it, in terms of bets and flops and when to bet and how much to bet. And
bet sizing is a huge thing, the position where you are on the table. All the good players know when to do this, and they'll take advantage of it, and when they're playing maybe an inexperienced player, that's when they'll start benefiting from it and winning more pots.
People who watch the Hangover movie will remember the Galifianakis character starts counting cards. So where in between something like that setup and luck is professional poker?
Yeah, well, you see, some people who maybe don't know poker might say, oh, it's to do with gambling, but like for me anyway, I've no interest in any type of gambling, whether it's horses, roulette, blackjack. It's just poker because you're betting. You're not playing against a casino. You're playing against other people around the table. So it's more it's more in your hands how you play it. You're betting on yourself nearly.
It's sort of like a competition rather than gambling to make money.
Yeah.
When you make a big bet or you make a big bluff, does your heart rate increase? Because I know whenever I make a big bet, it's so obvious. I get really excited. I try and urge the next player to hurry up in case they notice it. I mean, do you notice these sort of things that they call tells? Do you notice yourself acting differently when there's a really big amount of money on the table?
Yeah, well, definitely. You do. Everyone has tells. Sometimes it's really hard to figure out. That's why usually the pros, you can never tell when they're bluffing. Their face is the same all the time. But definitely, like in some of the easier games, you'll see people uncomfortable, trying to look around them, scratching their face, and there is some tells. But sometimes that can mean strength as well. When somebody has a really strong hand, they're really uncomfortable as well because they want you to call. So it's finding out the tell, and are they actually strong or weak.
So what about this tournament you're involved in at the moment? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, it's the WPT. It's on in City West. It started yesterday. The buy-in to it is €1,320. I know the numbers they got yesterday weren't as big as they were hoping, but then there's more people coming down today, so I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot more people arriving today.
What's the actual take? I mean, how does it work? Does one person win it all? And if so, how much is that?
Usually what you do is they pay out about 10% of the field. So if, say, they end up with 300 people, then usually the top 30 will get paid. And usually first place is about a third of the total prize money. So if they take in, say, 300,000 total prize money, first prize would be 100,000.
Wow.
When you're going into something like this, do you think about little things like what you're wearing or anything like that?
Yeah. Well, sometimes some people wear, funny glasses, funny hats. Sometimes some people might wear a suit and tie. But I just wear whatever is comfortable, whichever makes you feel more relaxed. You might bring headphones with you to relax you, listen to some music, wear sunglasses so people can't see your eyes.
Are there sort of like superstars of poker in the same way there are in other, sports?
Yeah, definitely. Like there's some really big names at the WPT at the moment. One of Ireland's probably most famous players, Andy Black, is here. He did well in the World Series of Poker a few years back. Pádraig Parkinson, with Seamus Cahill, another Irish guy, Jason Tompkins. He just did well. He had a big cash in San Remo for nearly 200 grand recently.
Can you make a professional living from it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. There's people out there making a living, like on the lunch break talking to some players, and Some of them just went out and bought their house with cash recently.
So is that something that you would like to do? Where are you at it?
No,
it's moved on from fun,
but...
but...
I'm not into it to that level. Like, I've got my own company, and that's my full-time job, but I try and, every now and again when these big tournaments come along, I try and win my ticket into them and hopefully pick up a nice win here and there, but I don't do it full-time.
But what have you got on the table at the moment, Lloyd, in this competition?
Well, like I said, there were 66 people started yesterday, and there's 17 people left, and I'm in third position out of the 17 that are left. So I'm in a really good position at the moment. We started with 25,000 chips, and I'm at about 130,000.
Well, look, we wish you all the best. Lloyd Healy taking part in the World Poker Championships out in City West. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks very much.
Good luck.
Cheers, Lloyd. Good talking to you. Thanks a million. That was a great interview. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.